Well then, good day everyone.
Shut up, Scott. Of course we've not had a good day. This is serious. Really serious. We need to go over everything that happened so that we have all the information ready for the police.
We're not going to the police.
Excuse me?
Said we're not going to the police. Are you stupid? We can't just phone up and say, we caused her death and expect nothing to happen. They could arrest us all for culpable homicide, hiding the body, perverting the cause of justice, not to mention an extra fine for breaking lockdown rules.
You can't be serious. Our best friend is dead and you're worried about a lockdown fine?
There was more to it than just a lockdown fine. As I said, we could all be arrested for this, and I wasn't even involved. I don't want to ruin my career over this. I'm a law student, for Christ's sake. A murder charge isn't going to look good on my record. I know I'm always looking for new legal experience, but not from the inside. Thank you very much.
You're unbelievable. She's dead. She's dead. She's dead, Eric. And all you can think about is how you're going to come out of this looking good. It's just, you disgust me. You heartless piece.
Sam. He does have a point.
Wait, what?
Well, this isn't going to go well for any of us, really, and I doubt any of us want to go to prison. Doesn't feel quite real yet that Emma's gone, but it was totally an accident, so it is possible that no one would find out it was us. I mean, we don't even know where the body is, do we? It was so dark and we were so drunk, and it's such a big park. I'm sure she'd understand.
God, I don't even know where she is.
No, it's okay, Josie. You didn't know what would happen. You didn't mean it.
But what if I did?
Did you?
No, at least I don't think so, but I was just so drunk and I didn't think she'd hit her head like that.
Shh. Don't panic. See, all we can do now is just confess what happened to the police, and they'll find her body and give her a proper funeral with her family, like she deserves, and this will all be over.
What if she's still alive? What if I didn't kill her? What if she's not dead and she only dies because we left her?
Well, I don't think it's very likely. I mean, a hit like that is...
We need to go and try and fix her. She's still out there. She could still be alive and she's hurt.
No.
We need to go. I need to go.
No, Josie, wait. There's no point.
I'm sorry, I need to go.
No, Josie.
Oh, hello there, missus. What's been happening? I didn't see you at Zumba last week, but did you get that appointment sorted, Fred?
Oh, I'm sorry. I had some report that was due the next day. Same old. But aye, that's him in for the 20th. His foot's been getting worse though. He can barely put any weight on it.
Oh, poor soul. Hopefully they're getting sorted soon though. You know, my cousin had the same thing, ended up needing an operation. Was in a cast for 3 or 4 weeks. Oh, but don't worry, she's right as rain now. I did have a wee question for you though, Helen. It's just, has Samantha mentioned anything about this virus to you? It's just, Josie hasn't eaten anything since about Friday and she's been so pale. And I heard her crying in her room last night and it sounded like she was on a call to your Sam. I was just wondering if maybe she had this COVID and just didn't want to tell me. She's a bit scared. I know for a fact she was round at some boy's house the other night.
I hadn't noticed, but now you say it, she has been acting quite strangely. She came rolling in on Friday night, or should I say Saturday morning. Face as white as a sheet, mascara smeared all down her face, like she was some sort of panda. Oh, they must have been at some party. Probably had a wee spat over one of the boys.
Aye, that's most likely it. Do you think they'd be over that at this sort of age?
Oh, I know. I despair about the young ones these days. Have no respect. Think rules and responsibility don't apply to them.
I completely agree with you, Helen. I keep telling Josie it's about time she grows up because I'm not always going to be here to fix all her problems. Anyway, I'll need to have a word with her about going out and partying. She knows she shouldn't be, especially if there's alcohol involved. You know, it's just with her dad's lungs and like bringing all these new germs in. Just don't really want to risk it. But that reminds me, I need to bring him and Michael down to the football pitch in about half an hour.
Oh, I best be letting you get on then. Oh, wait, I haven't told you about what's happening next weekend. You free? Planning a wee surprise birthday for Sandra's. Mamma mia and margaritas, complete with all the nibbly bits, and a fancy cheesecake from M&S.
What are you like? Of course I'll be there. It's not every day your friend turns 50, is it?
I know. We day off from the pandemic is exactly what we need. Anyway, see you in class, missies.
See you then. Bye-bye.
Good afternoon and welcome to Strath News. This is Rhys McDougall bringing you today's top stories from around the UK. Our main feature today, a Dutch sailing vessel has run aground on the island of Inchkeith near Edinburgh. The 5 crew on board the ship managed to climb onto the rocks before being rescued by the Coast Guard helicopter late this afternoon. More on this story to come. In other news, a university student, Emma Jamieson, has been reported as missing from her home in Kinross earlier in the week. She was last seen wearing a grey hooded jacket and jeans on the 5th of January at 10 p.m. When she didn't arrive home that evening, it was suspected that she'd stayed at a friend's house overnight. But by 10 o'clock the next morning, there had been no contact from Emma to either her parents or her friends. This has been described as out of character for her, and her family are concerned for her safety. They've provided the following message.
Emma, if you see this, I just want to know that you're safe. I'm not angry with you. I just want to know that you're all right. If anyone has any knowledge of where my daughter could be, could you please get in touch? Thank you.
Police have launched a missing persons investigation into this case and have urged any members of the public with information regarding Miss Jamieson's whereabouts to get in touch.
Did you guys see the news?
Yeah. Our mum called me in earlier. She's so heartbroken. I don't know what to say. I mean, my mum keeps asking if I know anything that happened or if I saw her when I was out that Friday, but I can't stop crying. She thinks I'm worried about her, but how could she even start to understand the real reason? I mean, I loved Emma so much. She was my whole world, but I'm just too scared to even think about what happened. I mean, I'm just crying because I'm lying to my mum and I've just lost my best friend. She was always the strong one. If it'd been me that died, she'd have done what was right, not tried to cover it all up. And she'd got on fine in prison too, because she could just get along with anyone. What about me?
There's nothing wrong with you, Josie. You'll be fine as well. And we all know that you're every bit as kind as Emma was. Right, Scott?
Yeah, you'll get on all right in prison. Yeah, my dad said they have like TVs and stuff now.
Oh wow, that really makes it better. Thanks, Scott. I mean, What about my degree? When the uni finds out, they're going to kick me off my course, and then I'll have no qualifications and it'll ruin my whole life plan. I mean, even if I did go back to uni, who's going to want to hire a murderer?
But you're not going to be charged for murder, though, because you didn't mean it.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I think you can get qualifications while you're inside. Do you guys remember Josh from high school? Well, I heard that he got a degree from a college while he was behind bars, and now he's got a job and everything. And, there must be other things to do there because they want people to come out reformed, right?
Exactly. And I know it's not like the ideal plan, but if they let you take a college course, you might find something new you actually enjoy.
I suppose so. Do you guys think I'd get a shorter sentence if I told them what happened?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Well, why don't we just go to the police then?
Well, you know what Eric said?
Oh, who cares what Eric says? He didn't even like Emma that much. All he cares about saving is his own reputation. And who wants a lawyer who evades the law? Do you know what? I think we should go down to the station ourselves and we admit to all of this, and this can all get sorted out. And Josie, you don't need to worry as well, because I'm sure they'll understand that you didn't mean it. And who knows, you might not even get charged.
I don't know, Sam. I feel like we should ask him first.
No, Sam's right. It's about time that someone stood up to Eric. I mean, he always thinks his ideas are so great, but this is just wrong. I mean, it's bad enough that we've put it off for this long already. Emma's mum will be going out her mind with worry. We need to do this for her, at least.
Well, that's agreed then. I mean, Josie, do you want to take another day or two to get all your stuff sorted, just in case?
Yeah, we'll go on Thursday. That should be enough time.
Are you guys sure this is a good idea?
Yes. We can't keep pretending forever. I need to do this. See you guys there.
Of course. We'll be with you.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks. I better head off then.
See you soon.
Bye, guys.
Good afternoon and welcome to Strath News. This is Reese McDougall bringing you today's top stories from around the UK. New developments have been announced regarding the disappearance of Kinross student Emma Jamieson after the body of a young woman was discovered within Newacre Country Park. Her family have been informed, although formal identification is still pending. Details revealed earlier today stated that the young woman had sustained a serious head injury, which was the probable cause of death. Police are regarding this incident as suspicious and have urged anyone with information related to the case to come forward.
Eric, hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, what is it?
It's Sam and Josie. They're going to the police.
What?
They want to tell them what happened. I tried saying no, but they just wouldn't listen. And they didn't want you to know what they were doing.
When's this? Where's it happening?
Thursday. They're giving Josie time to pack some things and that.
I see. They're gonna get us all arrested. Is this what you want?
But no. I told you I tried to stop them.
I don't believe you. Either way, you've not done a very good job. Was it not you who suggested we'd hide her body? I seem to remember it was.
No, that wasn't me.
I'm sure it was. Regardless, that is my memory of the events. Doesn't look too good, does it? Convincing others to cover up a crime.
Eric, no, you can't do this to me.
I very much can. There is one thing, though. Perhaps my memory was mistaken. Maybe it wasn't you that said that after all. Maybe it was Sam.
What do you mean?
Well, We know Josie pushed her. She's ready to admit that herself. But Sam, she's not been very involved now, has she? Yeah. Now that I think of this whole big cover-up was her idea.
But I thought it was your idea.
Shut
You're
up!
the one who said that we should.
I had no choice. On that night, Sam said we should hide the body, and from then on, she orchestrated this big whole cover-up, which we had no choice but to take part in it. Otherwise, she would have went to the police and said we killed Emma. She was going to take us down, Scott.
No, Eric, we can't. That's exactly what we'd be doing.
It's too
We
late,
can't-
Scott. You've already told me they're going on Thursday to the police, so I'm going tomorrow. Time to pick a side. You come with me, you have a chance of getting out of this mess. Run off and squeal to them, well, I'll make sure I remember you working with them. Who will the police believe then, Scott? Make a choice.
All right. Okay, I'll do it.
That's right, you will. Meet me at the station tomorrow morning. It's time to put this right.
Which is thought to be the first re-sighting of this species of whale on the opposite coast of Scotland. In other news, the family of missing Kinross student Emma Jamieson have confirmed that the body found within Newacre Country Park is indeed that of their daughter. Investigations are ongoing as to the circumstances surrounding her death.
No, I can't take this. Everyone keeps sending me messages saying how sorry they are for my loss and how lovely she was and how sick the person that did this is. How am I meant to live with myself knowing that we were there when she died? It was us that did it. I don't even have any right to be upset. I just so hurt looking at all those news reports, all the messages that people have left on her profile. I'm just replying to everyone, thanking them for the support and saying that I hope the police catch the killer soon. I am the killer. I knew where she was. My family think I'm crying because I'm just so heartbroken, but really it's because I'm terrified if I go to the station tomorrow and have everyone know what I've done. I don't know how to do this. I mean, it just all happened so fast. Now that they've found her body, there's no way they'll let me go to the funeral.
I mean, then we should have our own funeral then. Or a memorial. We can have it on here tomorrow. If you just share some good memories that you have with her. If you ask for forgiveness, then this can all be over. It might be the closure that you're needing, Josie.
Do you think it's right?
Of course. I mean, there's no reason not to hold some sort of remembrance, especially as it was an accident. I mean, I'll call up Scott and I suppose Eric. I mean, as long as we don't let on why we're doing it, should be okay.
What about you, Sam? They won't arrest you, will they?
I don't think so. I don't think they'd have a good enough case against Scott, myself, or Eric. Although he did suggest we cover it up, but then we all went along with it, so we're all to blame there.
I suppose. I'll sort something for tomorrow then. Sam?
Yeah?
Thanks for being there through this for me. You're a good pal. Can I just ask you one favour though?
Of course.
Can you let everyone know I didn't mean it? It was an accident.
Of course I will. I will always be there for you.
Thanks, Sam.
I'm here for you too.
I know you are. See you soon, okay? Bye for now.
Bye.
Remember what I said. Play it cool.
Eric, I feel really bad about this.
Scott, I've given you your life back. If we hadn't said that this morning, then there's no doubt we would have gotten ourselves into something much bigger. Be a bit more grateful, eh?
But Sam doesn't deserve this. And neither does Josie, really. Worst of all, we're going to go into Emma's memorial and pretend we haven't just dobbed them in. How can you be okay with that?
I can be okay with this because I know it wasn't my fault. All I've done is ensure my reputation remains intact and that people know the correct sequence of the events that night.
Oh, Eric, I don't know if I can go on there. When will the police come for them? Oh God, what if they come on during the call?
Not our problem. You just keep quiet and everything will work just fine.
Oh, no, but Eric,
No! I've told you what you need to do. Let's just get this over with.
Okay. Everyone's here. So, did you all manage to think of something?
Yeah.
Right. Well, firstly, I'd like to thank you all for taking part. I have never done anything like this before, so I really hope that this is a good way to say goodbye. I think if we start by sharing some good memories that we have of her, or just anything really that we want to say to her, but won't ever get to any other time. Scott, would you like to go first?
Yeah, sure. So I met Emma at uni. She was in my math class. I was put in the same tutorial group as her. She was really smart, like really so smart. She could always understand everything, and she helped me out loads with all the optimization stuff. Yeah, I hated that. The optimization stuff, that is not her. I actually like that she helped me because I just didn't get it. Right. Well, anyway, what I really wanted to say was she was a really smart and kind person, and she probably would have done some really cool things in the future if she hadn't, you know, died.
You really have a way with words, Scott.
Well, thank you for that report. And Eric, seeing as you apparently have something so much better prepared, why don't you go next?
Sure. What I have to say is that this was not my fault, and I take no responsibility for whatever happened to her at all. Sure, she was a nice girl and all, and did well for herself, but I'm not feeling guilty of being haunted by the memory of someone I wasn't even all that close with over something I didn't even do.
Wait, I can't believe you. Why? We're trying to do something good for a change for our friend. I mean, how can you just make all of this about you? And how can you say that you've not done anything? You say that, but if that was true, why are you keeping us from going to the police?
Well, let me address both of your points here. I'll start with the second one. Why don't I want you to tell the police despite me being innocent? Very simple. I am not completely innocent. I broke the lockdown restrictions, which I admitted to, and for which I would be fined. As well as that, I'm now unwillingly dragged as a part of this big whole cover-up, so it's likely that people will doubt the validity of my truth, which is that I did not have any part in the death of Emma. That could mean the jury decides I'm also guilty and I end up in prison and I'm ruined. If they decide I'm innocent, I'm still tarred by your lot's brush and people will think less of me, and I am again ruined. As to your first point, trying to do something good for a change was how you phrased it. This may be true for you, but by no means could that be applied to me. I am a pillar of the community and have made so many people's lives better. When I was only 16, I went to Tasmania for a week to help build a new school for disadvantaged children. I gave my old shoes to charity for people with nothing. I volunteered at a food bank for a month. I even bought myself an iPad with my own money to stop wasting paper and save the environment. How can you say I don't do any good in the world?
Yeah, no, you do lots good. You know what? You're such a saint, Eric. You're such a good person that you have managed to make your friend's death all about yourself and your achievements. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Emma losing her life was such an inconvenience to you. You know, how about for your next gift to mankind, you stop being so egocentric and just realize how awful you are to those around us. You think so? You're so great? Huh? You think you're so great because you get some certificate from the uni every year and you got some fancy scholarship? That's not what makes people great. What I think is really important is how you can empathize and understand those around you, and boy, do you not have a clue there. You know what? It doesn't matter. Just doesn't matter how good you are at uni if everyone around you thinks you're a prat.
Dare you?
Well, that went well.
It had to be said. Just had to be said. He acts like this is some sort of minor inconvenience in his otherwise perfect life that will all just be forgotten about. It's not true. It's wrong. Well, Josie, would you like to say your words now?
Yeah. Just let me get myself together. Emma was my best friend for as long as I can remember. I don't think I'll ever meet another person who got me the way she did. I mean, she just always knew what to say no matter what the situation was. You're that close, you pick up little bits of each other. What's me and what's her? At the very least, I hope that I picked up her kindness, her love for her family and friends, and her joy at being alive. I'll never take that for granted anymore.
Wow. That was really lovely, Josie. Thanks. For my tribute, I'd like to read out one of the quotes that she gave me. You know how she used to paint? She used to paint these little cards with a quote that she thought was particularly beautiful. Okay, here it is. I expect to pass through life but once, and if therefore there be any kindness I can show, or any good that I can do, let me do it now. For I shall not pass this way again. You know, I thought this one was quite fitting. It was a belief she did her best to live by. To do good. To do good to everyone you meet. I don't know how to pray, but I'm going to try. You know, it just feels right to ask for forgiveness at least. I'm not sure she really believed in all this sort of stuff, but I can't think of a better way to get this message across to her. Emma, we're so sorry. Emma, we're so sorry for breaking the lockdown and starting the fight and then for the accident. I'm sure if we could go back, we would have all acted differently. But in the moment, that was all that we could think to do. Most importantly, Emma, I'm so sorry. So sorry for getting so drunk and panicking the moment that you needed us the most. I hope that you can forgive all of us for the damage that we've caused you. We will all miss you, Emma.
What the hell have you done?
I gotta go!
What just happened?
I'm sorry.
What have you done?
I didn't expect this to happen. I just thought he should know.
Scott, what have you done?
I told Eric.
What? Scott, you're such an idiot. Why would you do that? He'll have gone to the police and he could have told them anything. You know what he's like.
I went with him.
What did you say?
I went with him.
I thought that we could trust you.
I'm sorry. I mean, I'm really sorry. I just thought he should know, but he said if I didn't go with him, he'd tell them that I was the one who hit her body.
Was that not his idea?
Panicked. He'd make them believe him, Josie. You know he would.
If he didn't say it was him, and you didn't say it was you.
Sam. We told them it was Sam. But Josie, wait, Josie. I didn't mean it.
Good evening and welcome to the 7 o'clock news. This is Rhys McDougall reporting to you from the Strath News studio in Glasgow. Today's top headline: 2 teens have been arrested and charged in connection with the death of Kinross student Emma Jamieson. I'm going to pass you over now to Paul Anderson, who's outside the Jamieson family home, for more details.
Rhys, yes, a tragic event. The death of young Emma Jamieson, caused by a group of her friends, has shocked the local community. Flowers and candles are piling up on the street outside Miss Jamieson's family home, lit by heartbroken neighbours and residents of the town to remember a girl described as kind-hearted, funny, and full of potential. St Andrews University released a statement earlier this morning stating their regret at such a bright and selfless young life cruelly cut short. They added that Miss Jamieson had been a key member of the student community and a friend to all. The verdict was reached at the Crown Court at 10:35 this morning, with the jury finding Miss Josie Falconer guilty of culpable homicide, and both Miss Falconer and Miss Samantha Stewart perverting the course of justice. Miss Falconer faces up to 5 years of imprisonment, while Miss Stewart has been sentenced to 3 years. 2 further students were charged with breaking lockdown rules and given community service orders, a £60 fine, and a police caution. We will now show some footage taken from outside court this morning after the guilty verdict was released.
Heartbroken that this has happened to my little girl. We have known our 2 friends for so long, and the thought that they could have done this to her is just disgusting. But the real pain I feel is that they would have covered it up for so long if it wasn't for those boys who had the courage to tell the truth. Without them, I would have never known what happened to her. I'm so thankful for the police for managing to find her body, and I can only hope that her friends can understand the pain that I've caused to our family.
Heartbreaking story, Paul. Thank you. Now, on to the weather with Katie McTaggart.